How you doing, guys? This is Ryan. Today we're going to talk about how I made an extra $31,575 this month and how you could possibly too. Let's get into it. Alright guys, before I jump into this, it's extremely important to know that this is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment, for fun. I just document what I do. It's kind of my own kind of personal vlog on my investments, so I can look back at myself one day and be like, Ryan, you did that right, you did that wrong, and how can you learn from it? But yeah, let me share with you how I made an extra $31,575 last month. And I've kind of alluded to how it was going to happen in previous videos, and that it was a strategy of mine and I intend to use again in the future. So if you've been following this channel, and if you don't, make sure that you hit that red subscribe channel button. You would know that I just closed on a property in this beautiful new neighborhood. Before I bought this property, I had the opportunity to either sell or rent my previous home. I could have made it close to $100,000 in tax-free profit. But I made a video that you can go back and check why I did not sell the property and make $100,000. Why I instead opted to rent the property. Because I could have got access to all that capital, but I would have lost an asset. So what I did instead is I rented the property, waited until I closed on this property, and I did what's called a cash out refinance. This video, I don't want to go too in depth on cash out refinance, but I'll explain what it is briefly. The home here in this picture appraised for $315,000, and I owned $199,000 on the mortgage. Now the bank wanted to make sure that I still owned 25% in this now investment property. So they said, Ryan, you own more than 25% of this property. We will give you everything and go up until that point. So we'd be willing to say, you now owe us $236,000 rather than $199,000. Pay the cost to close on this new mortgage, and we'll cut you a check for the difference. Now we're in unique times where interest rates are falling. Now actually, since I closed on this mortgage, rates have fallen again. So there's even more opportunity for other people watching this video if this is a strategy they want to consider. But I was able to lower my interest rate. I also had PMI on the mortgage, and I was willing to go back a couple years on the mortgage. So I was able to take out, to be specific, $27,310 from the mortgage, tax free. This is not seen as income. I personally disagree with that, but hey, I'm not paying taxes on it, so it's fine. And I've actually had people tell me that when I calculated my mortgage, that principal pay down was a form of my wealth appreciation, or I saw it as kind of income in a way, just in a stored savings account. People have told me on here that they don't count that.
Well, I do.
And it's in my bank account now. I'll even post a couple comments of it here. But it's good to have thoughtful disagreement. You know, I wouldn't want to get into a property that it was only giving me principal pay down and no extra cash flow. This property is offering me extra cash flow and principal pay down, tax benefits, and a whole lot of good things. Now Ryan, you just said that the bank gave you a check for $27,310, but your video says you made an extra $31,575.
What's up with that, bro?
Something I really like about mortgages, it happened when I bought this property as well, that they give you about 45 to 60 days to pay your first mortgage. So in this case, it worked out where I closed on like the last possible day that my mortgage was due on that property. So I didn't have to pay last month's mortgage. The new mortgage company wrote the other mortgage company a check, and they're not gonna bill me until November 1st. So I get to capture rent without having to service a mortgage, giving me an extra $4,800. Now I did back out. I had to make an HOA payment quarterly. I sent in the check yesterday for $535. So that brings me to my number of $31,575. A decent chunk of change. It's not making me rich by any means, but it's giving me capital to then hopefully in the future build more wealth in the future. But it's really just to get you thinking. And this is not a tactic for everyone, honestly, because you don't want to access this money
and go to Europe
or update your wardrobe, or whatever you people like to waste money on. No, I'm just kidding. This is an opportunity for you to access capital at a very low interest rate and put it back on offense and make more money. If you're not the type of person that thinks like this and that wants to spend it on liabilities rather than assets, don't do it. But if you're curious about wealth building and you're thinking about selling your house before buying your next property because you want the money, strongly consider having a rental property and keeping it as an asset. It could pay you every month, it could give you tax benefits, and you're gonna miss out on all that future appreciation. I will never be able to buy a house in that area of West Palm Beach for $234,000 again. And I'm gonna hold on to the asset for a long, long time until the only way I would sell is if I had another great opportunity in front of me that can make me more money. So I waited until after I closed on this property to do the cash out refinance, specifically because rates back when I was buying this property were over 5%, so it didn't make mathematical sense. I probably would not have done this if I could not have lowered my interest rate. But we're in unique times right now, and you can get even better interest rates if it's your personal property. I got a rate of 3.625 on this house here. On my investment property, the best I was able to do with buying a point was 4.125. And I'll kind of finish it off. Ryan, what do you plan to do with this money? I've already put a lot of it in a Wealthfront high savings account, getting me about 2% or so interest. And I'm going shopping. I'm going shopping for some more real estate. My buddy Dave from Hidden Freedom Investing actually sent me some good information that opened my eyes to the Cape Coral area where my brother lives, a multi-unit living. I'll actually link Dave's description in the link below. Check him out. Guy has a wealth of knowledge, definitely. And if you're noticing that I'm wearing new clothes right now, it's because I'm back to the gym and my memory card was too full to finish filming. So I'm about to go to work right now, but as I mentioned, make sure to check out Dave's channel. Dave, I appreciate the tip on the wholesalers' websites that you sent me over. I'm going to Cape Coral most likely this weekend, it looks like. I already got plans with my brother to look at some stuff over there. Last couple things I want to mention, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. It greatly helps the video, helps reach a broader audience. These videos probably take at least 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, depending on how much editing goes into it sometimes. So a thumbs up is all I ask for. I really appreciate it, it means the world to me. And the rest of the money is going to go into a portfolio I'm building. I'm building a Robinhood portfolio specifically. It is getting really close to $10,000. And it's really experimental for me. I'm using it with a lot of kind of growth vehicles, then with some kind of more blue chip, nice dividend stocks, trying to use the growth aspect of it to kind of outperform the market and then settle into nice large cap dividend stocks. Will hopefully hold my wealth for a long time. So it's kind of experimental. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm learning a lot. Make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell on so you can see my $10,000 portfolio unveil. Probably in the next couple weeks. I'm not rushing into the market. I am watching some prices on a lot of things. I'm expecting some things to happen, and most of my money's in cash right now, but stay tuned. So guys, thank you so much always for your support. I just hit 500 subscribers. I'm super pumped, halfway to 1,000, and hopefully monetize soon. I can't wait. Thank you, Daniel, for Informed Trades, for all your help, brother. It means the world, and everything you've done for this community. And always, guys, until next one.